Good evening, adventurers. So, Star is at work tonight, and that usually means that I get to cook whatever I want for dinner. Now, I'm the more adventuresome one when it comes to food, so I usually try to make something a little bit more interesting. And tonight I'm feeling adventuresome, so we're gonna try to make a curry. I've also been trying to introduce more vegetables and variety into our cooking, so it's going to be a vegetarian sweet potato curry. Little update before we get started. I am still grinding my own coffee, if anyone is interested in that. I have gone through all of the, whatever one I had that I was using, and I'm on to Extra Mile. That is the the light roast coffee, and it's good. It's not as bold as the medium that I had before, but it's good. And the flavor notes that it had listed on the package was a mild citrus, chocolate, and juicy mouthfeel, which I definitely taste a bit of the citrus. I don't really taste any of the chocolate, but I get the juicy mouthfeel sort of idea. It's good. I like it. I definitely prefer the medium roast better, but it's interesting. And I still don't know if it's the best cup of coffee in the world or not, but it's probably better than what I was drinking before. So, you know, I'm going to keep on. Maybe we'll try some other ones and see if there's really a difference. Also, Preston brought home this. When he brought it home, it was like a little tiny plant. They were growing it in school. It's a Lima Bean plant. And I have no idea how big this is going to get. I have no idea what kind of Lima bean it is. I don't know if this is a pole bean or a bush bean or what. And it's growing right up the window here. I don't know. I probably have to get a new pot for it, repot it, and stake it. If this is a pole bean, then my God, these things can get up to like 10 feet tall. I don't even know what I would do with that. If it's a bush bean, then 3 to 5 feet is normal. But yeah, I have no idea. He brought it home. He said it's a Lima bean. I was like, okay. Also, over in this window here, we have the basil that we planted, and I'm stuck on something. There it is, and that is growing wonderfully. It actually, more of the seeds sprouted than I expected, and I don't know if I should trim it, like thin it, or I'm probably definitely going to have to repot it in a bigger pot, because that is just not going to be enough for all that basil. Now basil does like to be cramped, so I don't know if it's going to have a real issue in being, all those plants in there, but yeah, I need to figure out something with it because that little tiny pot is not going to cut it. All right, so let's go through the ingredients of what I'm going to be using here for this. I have 2 sweet potatoes, I don't know, about an inch of ginger, a couple onions, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, coconut milk, and a can of chickpeas. I also have some spinach in the fridge, and a little jar of red curry paste, along with a bunch of spices and stuff that I generally keep on hand. Start off by peeling these sweet potatoes. Another thing I was going to mention about grinding my own coffee. So the first time I did it, I timed it. It took, I believe it said 8.5-ish minutes or something like that. I have not actually timed it again since then, but I feel like I'm doing it a lot faster now. Plus, I was busy talking a lot during telling you a story while I was grinding, so I paused, and I think that made it take a bit longer. it was a bit of a workout in my arm, you know, doing the constant grind, but it's much easier now. I think the longer you do it, the better your muscles get, obviously, and it's not quite so tiring now. So, you know, if you try it and you start off and it feels exhausting, you know, just give it some time. It'll get better. We're gonna chop these into chunks, bite-sized chunks, I guess. I don't know, probably about like that size. That looks like a bite to me. So the kids have been home from school, and my God, do they make a lot of dishes. Like every day, every cup, bowl, spoon, fork, and plate is dirty. I feel like I can't keep up with all the dishes. Breakfast, lunch, dinners. All right, same thing with the onions. This I'm going to finely chop, mince. I don't know. I would make them small so that they kind of disintegrate into the curry. At least that's what I think. I'm not a curry expert, so. You know what, I was going to do 2 onions, but I think I'm just going to do 1 because that looks like a lot. And for the ginger, so if you don't know, take a spoon and you can basically scrape the skin off with the edge of a spoon. Alright, what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take a microplane and I'm going to grate the ginger really fine. There we go. And all that nice fine grated ginger will just dissolve into the curry. The hope, anyway. It's actually a lot of ginger. Hopefully that's not too much. Guess we'll find out. And I think the last thing I'm going to prep here is some garlic cloves. When it comes time to put them in the pan, I'm actually going to use a garlic press and just press them right in to the pan that I'm cooking on. I also like to clip the little root ends off. Before we get cooking, I'm actually going to start up some rice in the rice cooker. Alright, so nice big pan. I'm going to set it up medium high-ish heat. And good glug of olive oil in the pan. Let that get nice and hot, and then we're going to start frying up some onions till they're soft, and our spices and aromatics. I'm just going to put my dry spices into a bowl here so that they're ready to go. Alright, so here's some curry powder. About 2 tablespoons. Coriander. About 1 tablespoon. Paprika. About 1 teaspoon. Ground cumin. It's about a half a tablespoon. And cinnamon.
It's sweet potatoes.
About half a teaspoon. And then, of course, salt and pepper. Alright, so our oil is hot. It's beginning to smoke a little. I'm going to add onions.
Yums.
Yums.
Because they're delicious.
Yep, because they're delicious. Yep, watch out.
I hate the sound it makes.
You hate the sound what?
Here.
That's the sound of cooking.
You might want to not put your eyes.
Yep, don't get your face too close. It's hot oil. You don't want it to splatter you. We're gonna let those get soft, maybe a little brown. You want to start? Yeah.
This?
Yes, with the spatula. Just move it around a little bit.
This?
Yep. You don't need to do it all the time. Just move them around occasionally. All right, now let them sit. You're gonna be stepping out of your comfort zone tonight.
Why?
Why? Because vegetarian dinner with foods that you've never tried before.
Whoa, vegetarian.
Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it?
No meat.
No meats.
Wow, all vegetables.
Those are sweet potatoes.
Ooh, I like sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Let us add our aromatics now. Go put that in there carefully.
Good, Daddy.
Yep. Just put it in the sink. We're gonna crush our garlic.
Crushing garlic is so hard.
It's not that well.
For me.
You're a kid.
I can't wait to put.
I love using crushed garlic. It flavors so much more than minced because it really gets, crushed up fine.
Because really, that's the dog.
All right, some red Thai curry paste. I don't know. That was like 2 tablespoons-ish. And our powdered spices. Alright, let's turn the temp down a little bit on that. I'm actually going to use a little bit of this tomato juice, because our spices feel a bit thick. And I don't want to burn anything to the pan here.
Ooh, it smells good.
Yeah, you like the smell of that?
Yeah.
That's just the spices, so.
It smells really good.
Yep.
Kind of smells like cinnamon.
There's cinnamon in there.
Really?
Yeah, I put cinnamon in it.
Oh, it smells so good.
Smells so good, huh?
It smells super good.
Alright, a little more tomato juice.
This is like the best smell I've ever smelled.
Oh, well that's good. That makes me hopeful that you'll like the dinner at least. A little salt.
Hey, look it. Red curry paste. Oh, I guess I'll try to have that out.
And pepper. Always fresh ground pepper. I'm going to dump in the tomatoes now.
Is there any cups?
Turn the temperature back up.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to add in my chickpeas.
Ooh, cool. Can I start? Hey.
Sweet potatoes.
Hey, Julie, you know what? But was that like it's a hit? Can I start around?
No, it's getting kind of full. I don't want you to spill.
Okay.
It smells good. You like the smell of that?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see if you like the taste of it, too. Alright.
I can tell I'm gonna like it. I wish
You
that
can
you could.
tell?
I wish
I'm
that
going to
you
add
could.
in the coconut milk.
I wish that you could smell it through the camera.
Yeah.
I can't really smell the spices, but
You know, I feel like I should have added the coconut milk first before the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Kind of got that hot and got the oils.
What's in here? Daddy, what's in
Got the oils to start
it's rice cooker.
liquefying, but I think we'll be okay. We're gonna cook this down for like 20 minutes. Just gonna wait for this to start bubbling again, then I'm gonna turn the temperature down to keep it at like a low simmer. All right, so while we're waiting for that to cook, we watched Raya, the Last Dragon, on Disney Plus, and it was good. It was
Don't
very.
spoil it.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. It was very. The art was very much in the style of Moana, basically.
I also hate Moana.
You hate? No, you don't. You don't hate Moana.
But I don't like it.
You don't. That's not true. You do like it.
I mean, it's okay.
You mean it's okay? Okay. It was okay. It was good. I thought it was better than Soul, but yeah. I mean, it was. My daughter's watched it about 10 times now already, but my wife and we watched it with Preston, and it was good. It was worth watching at least once, especially since it's not on premium access anymore. They also just put on premium access the new Cruella, which looks interesting. I'm sure we'll watch it when it comes out, when it comes off of the premium.
Luca.
I don't know what Luca is. Okay, I don't know. I have not seen that one. Luca?
Yeah.
Luca? I don't know.
Yeah, watch that tonight. Luca.
Maybe we'll watch that tonight.
It's not free.
Oh, what do you mean it's not free? Oh, it's a trailer. Oh, okay. So you're looking at a trailer for another new movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not out yet. It's not free.
We have plans very soon to go back up to Connecticut and visit the family. This time we're going to be staying at a campground.
I got very big plans at the house.
You have very big plans?
To play video games.
No, you're not playing video games. No. We're staying at a campground this time with a nice lake over in Salem, Connecticut, on Gardner Lake. So I will definitely be bringing the camera with on that, and hopefully there's going to be some kayaking, and hopefully there's going to be some nice weather, as we're going up in summer. Last time it was around Christmas we went, and it was cold.
Very cold.
Yeah, I'm not used to the temperature changes anymore. I definitely prefer the heat. So we're going up in the summer this time and staying at the campground. So lots of swimming and kayaking, and maybe we'll do some hiking. And I'm hoping
play outside.
Funds, yeah, money dependent. Maybe we're going to try to go to either Mystic Aquarium or Sturbridge Village or some of the attractions up there. It ought to be an interesting trip. We also, I think, we're planning on
going to Gus's.
Going to Gus's, yeah. The pizza place up there, we have to go to Gus's. That's the favorite pizza place. No, I was going to say, on our drive up there, we're going to be, I think, staying one night in Roanoke, Virginia. Now, I'm sure we're probably going to get there late, so we won't be able to go and look around at anything. But that ought to be interesting.
Why do you keep on saying but?
Well, because you're a butt. That's why. Yeah, I don't know. Is that the Roanoke, Virginia that everybody talks about? Because it seems very inland. I was under the impression that this was a settlement closer to the shoreline, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so we'll be staying at a hotel in Roanoke overnight on our trip up. One of these trips up, funds are always an issue, but I would like to try to make it a longer drive, take our time getting up there, and possibly stop at some attraction areas along the way. Like we could do a day in Williamsburg, Virginia, on our way up there, or we could stop in Gettysburg or something. Just take our time getting there. We do it in a 2-day drive, but it's a long drive, and I would like to be able to stop somewhere and have a day in between. We could go. There's Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia. So one of these years, I would like to stay one night, or maybe one night up and one night back, just so we're not doing all just driving, because it's a lot. Okay, so it has been 20 minutes. It's looking pretty good. And what we need to do is we need to check to see if the sweet potatoes are cooked through, if they're soft or not.
And also sweet?
No, they're hopefully they're gonna be sweet. I mean, they're called sweet potatoes for a reason, right? But no, we just need to check them with a fork. And this kind of depends on the size. Okay, so that's firm, but little, you know what? I think it can go a little bit more. I'm gonna say probably another 5 to 10 minutes.
Do you wanna
give it a little stir before we set the timer? And the last thing we're gonna do is add some spinach to it. Just kind of throw it in and let it wilt, not really cook it.
You know what helps me?
All right, now the last part, I got some spinach leaves here. All right, we're just going to put in some. I don't know, about 2 cups. 2 cups worth.
Stir it?
No, it's really full right now.
Okay.
I just want to mix it in and let it wilt. Actually, I'm going to just turn the heat off on this one.
That's a lot of spinach.
It's not. It's going to actually shrink. All right, well. I don't know how it's going to taste, but I'll tell you, it looks really good right now. So, as far as visual appearance goes, I would say that is a success.
Let's have dinner now. I'm starving.
I'm working on it. All right. Let's get some rice in the bowls.
Rice is okay.
Rice is okay. Well, you mix it with the curry and it'll taste much better.
Okay.
I love having a rice cooker. Just kind of set it and it goes and comes out nice.
Don't that look so cool?
Those are some pretty looking bowls, let me tell you.
Nasty.
Well, it is curry, so it should have some spice to it.
Because curry is already spicy.
Sometimes, not all curries are spicy.
The already tasting it.
Yeah, and what do you think?
Good.
It's
I haven't
good?
tried it yet.
Okay. Give it a try.
Okay.
How do you think? So good you can't even talk? Why not try eating over the bowl? Yes?
That's really good.
That's really good. Wow. All vegetarian and kid approved. I'm impressed. Let's see.
Did you get any potatoes?
Oh, wow.
I told you it was good.
That is quite tasty.
I told you so.
I've never been a huge sweet potato fan, but that is good. I would eat that again. In fact, we probably will eat that again on another date. Wow, so that was delicious. I'm definitely be putting that on the regular menu. And the best thing about it, is that you can make it ahead and freeze it or refrigerate it and then just reheat it. So it's great if you're a meal prepper. I'm not, but if you are, curries are a great dish to do that with. I think we're going to watch a movie. I'm not sure what, but that'll be all for tonight. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now it's your turn. Join the adventure, and I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.